Boxing, what's happening, everybody? B Marsh Boxing live on this what is it, Tuesday? Is it Tuesday or Wednesday? Wednesday morning, you know what I'm saying? Hey man, you see the title, man, B Marsh Boxing back at it, man, on this live stream. And basically I just had to say, like the title says, man, it's not 12%, it's 12 point something million. So get it right, you know what I mean? Now look, man, people jumping out I don't know. Hey man, when I hear certain things, I don't even have to hear people's videos. I just read the titles and I'm like, man, this is misleading. This information is not correct. Like the man Boxing Beats and Rhymes always says, quote your source. You know what I mean? They talking about fellas talking about that Deontay Wilder is being lowballed. He's being given 12% of a 100% split. You know what I'm saying? So basically that would give the man Anthony Joshua 88%. You know what I mean? In the purse split. Now that's not actually correct, you know what I'm saying? According to all the articles that I've read, and I've done in-depth research, man. I've been up since 6 o'clock this morning, you know what I mean? Man, gotta get up early, you know what I'm saying? Be on my gorilla grind, you know what I mean? But I see somebody in the chat, legendary boxer. He says, question mark. What's happening, legendary boxer? Let me get into it, man. So the man Wilder is not being offered 12%. You know what I'm saying? He's actually being offered 12 point something million, I think 12 and a half, which equates to 8.8 million pounds. You know what I mean? Now, where people are getting 12% from, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Maybe people is dyslexic. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they don't quite understand the logistics of numbers and purse splits and just stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But truth be told, Eddie Hearn and them are offering the man Deontay Wilder 20%. You check it, a 20% split out of 100. That means Anthony Joshua gets 80 million US. You know what I'm saying? Now, according to Eddie Hearn, that's what they gave him. You know what I mean? There are multiple sources. You know what I mean? There's multiple sources here on online that is confirming that Eddie Hearn and them are offering the man 12.5 million US. You know what I mean? 20% split. That's not 12%. You check it. It's a given. It's a fact. It's not. It's not a mystery. It's not. It's a fact that there's some channels here on YouTube that are agenda driven. You know what I'm saying? And basically, they got sheep. You know what I mean? Sheep. They follow everything that they hear from certain channels. You know what I'm saying? Even before I started making YouTube videos, you know what I mean? I was a man who always went and did my research first. As in, I'd go check on the news first. You know what I mean? And then I'd go see what people's opinions are on if anybody has made videos about certain topics, you know what I'm saying, that I had already done my research on, you know what I'm saying? So that 12.5% is actually not factual, you know what I mean? That's just agenda driven channels who are trying to put that figure out there to make it look like the man Deontay Wilder is being lowballed. Now, is Deontay Wilder getting lowballed? I'll get to that in a sec. But just straight up and down, I had to get that out the way straight up. Just let it be known. It's not. It's a fact that he's not being offered 12.5 12.5%. You know what I'm saying? He's being offered 20%. You know what I mean? 12.5 million US dollars. You check it. And what else I gotta say? You see the man Anthony Joshua, in my opinion, look, straight up he gave the man Joseph Parker 33%, you know what I'm saying? 33% split out of 100, you know what I mean? You check it. So in my opinion, no fucking doubt that's lowballing the man Deontay Wilder. You check it. They're not, Eddie Hearn and them not even trying to give Deontay Wilder a split or any percentages of the live gate and pay-per-view revenue. You know what I'm saying? They want this man Deontay Wilder to take a flat fee of $12.5 million. All right? Now look, man. This fight's for undisputed. You check it. And I said on previous videos, you know what I'm saying? I ain't going to be talking about, it's not about no, I'm going to be talking about straight up, which I haven't really. I ain't talked about nothing about no money or nothing like that, you know what I'm saying? But, basically why I'm even making this video is because I'm hearing false narratives out there talking about the man being given 12%. Now, I do think that 12 12.5 million is definitely a low ball. That's 20%. You know what I'm saying? In my watching all these negotiations happen all throughout boxing over the years, that gives me an inclination that Team Anthony Joshua, Matchroom Boxing, and Eddie Hearn, they're not interested in getting the man Deontay Wilder in the ring anytime soon. That's a low ball offer, you know what I mean? But it's business. You start low, and then you work your way up, you know what I'm saying? As far as Deontay Wilder, they got to throw back a counter offer, you know what I mean? It's business. You check it, you know, if you're going to buy something, you're going to bargain, you know what I'm saying? Let's say you about to buy some shines, you know what I mean? The Jesus Piece medallion you want to cop cost $1,000, you know what I'm saying? You know, you're going to start off at like, man, come on, dogs, give me this for 500, man. You know what I mean? Give me for 500. You know what I'm saying? Down the street, they got a joint for 500 with some rubies in the Jesus Piece eye. And then you work your way up. The merchant might say, "Nah, I can't do it for. Look, it's 1,000, but for you, my friend, I give you 900." Then you work your way up. Not 500, dogs. Okay, look, I got 600 cash on me right now. That's basically how these negotiations work. So no question about it, it is a low ball from Anthony Joshua and them. You know what I'm saying? And Deontay Wilder shouldn't budge. He shouldn't take that. You know what I mean? Because this guy named Joseph Parker, who nobody fucking knew in the United States, you check it, this guy got 33%. You know what I'm saying? While the man, what's his name? Anthony Joshua got 77% of the split. You know what I mean? And that's definitely a low ball. You know what I mean? That's definitely low ball in the man, Deontay Wilder. You check it. Especially not giving him no revenue from the pay-per-view and or live gate. That's out, man. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, Deontay Wilder, in my opinion, you know, the man was asking for a 60-40. You know what I'm saying? If they're gonna make 100 million at the gate, you know, or overall, this event will do 100 million. You know what I'm saying? What it look like Deontay Wilder taking 20 million and this guy making 80 million plus pay-per-view revenue plus splits of the live gate. You know what I'm saying? The man, Deontay Wilder is going to be getting lowballed if he does take that offer, you know what I mean? So in my opinion, you know, Deontay Wilder, I'd like to see the fight happen. You know, truly and truly, I don't give a fuck if Deontay Wilder makes. I don't care what these guys make, to be honest, you know, but this is just now a matter of principles and business ethic. And this guy, Deontay Wilder, is getting offered much lower than this guy, Joseph Parker. That fight didn't even do better ratings as far as Anthony Joshua and Joseph Parker didn't do better ratings than Jarrett Hurd and Erislandy Lara. And this is United States, and that's probably a given. Them two fellas, a New Zealand guy and a guy from the UK, they're not Americans, you know what I'm saying? You know, yeah, it was a unification fight, man. But put Deontay Wilder in there with Anthony Joshua. See that joint shatter all kind of Showtime records. As far as I don't know if it's gonna be pay-per-view in the United States if Wilder and AJ do fight, which I don't think it should be pay-per-view. You know what I'm saying? Put that shit on fucking Fox PBC. Let the whole United States see that shit for free. You know what I mean? And shatter all kind of records. You know what I'm saying? But 12% is non-factual. Don't believe the hype. Fellas got their agenda here on YouTube with their channels trying to make it look like Deontay Wilder's getting 12.5%. Man, that's an insulting slap to the face if that was the case, which is not. 20% is what he's being offered, which also, in my opinion, is a slap in the face. He's being insulted by Matchroom Boxing. He shouldn't budge and take that. But at the end of the day, fellas got to stop putting out fake news out there. You know what I mean? Real talk, you check it. And I'm not even all up in arms about this Anthony Joshua thing and Deontay Wilder. I want to see Undisputed. I don't know how many times I could even say it, especially for at the heavyweight division, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, even if I'm not harping on it 24/7, I'm not going to jump out the window and put out fake news at the man being offered 12%, man. Let's get it right, fellas. Get it right, you know what I mean? Because really and truly, like I said, there's a lot of sheep out here, you know what I mean? Really and truly, fellas, you know, I did the logistics, I did the knowledge, right? You see fellas who got mad subscribers, and they come in the comment sections talking nut ass shit, talking shit from a casual fans perspective. It's because the majority of these fans are casuals, you know what I'm saying? For instance, you know, Dante's Boxing Nation. I like Dante's Boxing Nation, always have, you know what I'm saying? Say what you want about Dante's Boxing Nation. I'm proud of what he's doing as far. I've been following Dante's Boxing Nation when he was Dante Williams in that red truck years ago. You know what I'm saying? On YouTube. Subscribe to his channel. Now Dante's Boxing Nation, really and truly, on his Sunday show where he has people call in live on the telephone, you know what I'm saying, and live calls. They say a lot of nut ass shit, you know what I'm saying? They say a lot of nut ass shit. You go in these comment sections and see what kind of stuff these so-called fans or subscribers say. These are coming from a casual fan's perspective, you know what I mean? And the majority, just like boxing, if a fight like Mayweather Pacquiao does 4.5 million, you know what I'm saying? The majority of those buyers are casuals, you know what I'm saying? The hardcores, we gonna watch it, we gonna pay for it. But if it was just us only, man, who knows? Maybe that fight will probably break just 1 million views, you know what I mean? So the casuals are also the bloodline and drive the sport, you know what I'm saying? The casuals, when they get interested in these type of mega fights, whether it's like Anthony Joshua and Wilder, you know what I mean? They the ones who gonna say outrageous stuff. You check it, so you just take that with a grain of salt. So the more subscribers you have, you're gonna have hardcore, sure. All hardcore is gonna subscribe to your channel, but you're gonna have numerous casuals too, you know what I'm saying? Because of the kind of rhetoric and the stuff these casuals say, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, we can't be putting out false narratives and false news out there, you know what I mean? You gotta do your due diligence, do your research, do your homework, you know what I'm saying? And just put out what's really out there, you know what I mean? 20% is not, it's not far off from 12.5%. And I'm not saying Deontay Wilder should take 20%. That's a slap in the face, no doubt about it. But what's the point of exaggerating, trying to make it look like he's only being offered 12.5% when that's actually not the truth, you know what I mean? So, yo, B Marsh Boxing just had to put it out there. All y'all channels out there saying that nut-ass noodle shit, talking about Wilder being only out for 12.5%, he shouldn't take it. Fucking right, he shouldn't take it. But really and truly, he's not being offered 12.5%. You know what I mean? It's 12.5 million, 20% out of 100% per split. You know what I'm saying? That means Anthony Joshua would make 80 million plus live gate revenue and pay-per-view revenue, which is out. Deontay Wilder should get a split of that, you know what I'm saying? Because Deontay Wilder is definitely I don't know if Joseph Parker got gate splits and pay-per-view, you know what I mean? But Deontay Wilder definitely is deserving of that, you know what I'm saying? And really and truly, Deontay Wilder, Anthony Joshua and them, that's just a low ball, and it's just an inclination that they don't want to fight right now, you know what I'm saying? Or maybe if ever do they want to fight, you know what I'm saying? Really and true. I mean, who the Matchroom Boxing think they are, man? What the fuck? You gonna give the man Joseph Parker 33% and Deontay Wilder, you trying to offer him 20%? Come on now, come on now. If Anthony Joshua says, like he says, I'll knock Wilder out inside 3 rounds, brethren, go ahead and do it. Go ahead and do it. Give that man his 60-40 like Deontay Wilder's asking for. Okay, if you're not going to give him 60-40, you better definitely give him more than 33% plus pay-per-view and live revenue gate. You know what I mean? B Marsh Boxing, let me see what they talking about in the chat. All right. Okay, Legendary Boxer message retracted. I don't know why he retracted his messages. Maybe he said something not appropriate, or maybe he's not confident in what he said. I don't know. I didn't even get to see. I'm just looking at the chat right now. Legendary Boxer says, why did Parker get 18 million and Wilder getting 12? Yeah, that's ridiculous, Legendary Boxer. That's not right. No, that's not what's going to happen. James Seltz, what's happening? He says, Wilder will stop AJ if they fight within 6 rounds. Well, you know, that's why we got to see the fight, you know what I mean? That's why we got to see the fight. I'd like to believe you, you know, but really and truly, we got to see the fight. That's why these guys need to get it in. Mr. Nati Turner, Wagwan, brethren, see you in the chat, man. He says, it could be 12% if the pot is 100 million. Yeah, Nati, but you know, he's not being offered 12%. The man is being offered 20%, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know, he's being offered 20%. I read up on the articles. I'm probably throw them joints in the, the description box, you know what I mean? All right. Damon Dragnosia says Parker got 8, not 18. It was AJ who got 18. Yeah, that's right. You're definitely right about that. Yeah. Damon Dragnosius, you're right about that. Damon Dragonos, what is it? Dragonikas, I don't know. The fight won't do 100 million. How you figure? AJ got 4 belts, says AJ Dragonokas. How you figure the fight won't do 100 million, man? What you talking about, man? The whole world want to see that, man. Casuals coming up to me every day asking about that fight. Damon Drugnokas says AJ got 4 belts. To me, he got 3. If you consider that IBO belt, I don't know what to say to you. Ben Umar, what going on? Ben Umar, the boxing terrorist in the house. He said Eddie Hearn is a devil. They ain't about shit. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. They don't want to fight. You go offer the man 12.5 million? Come on, man. They don't want to fight. Damon Drugnokia says all promoters and managers are snakes. Yeah? Including Heyman. How's Heyman a snake? That's what I want to know. And Heyman ain't... Come on, you got to tell me, Damon Drugnokia, how he's a snake. He only gets his fighters the biggest paydays, and he gets some good money. Ain't nobody jumping out the window saying that Al Heyman is not good for their career or is... How you figure Heyman's a snake? What you know about Heyman anyways? You heard him say some fraudulent shit out his mouth? Have you? Have you have you even heard the man Al Heyman speak? Come on, man. Truth be told, it's not a coincidence AJ fights on Showtime. Thank Uncle Al for that too. You know what I'm saying? Uncle Al had options on the man, but when he first came to Showtime, when he fought Charles Martin. Damon Dragnokas says, all of them want to make money off fighters. I don't trust any of them. Hearn, De La Hoya, Aram DeBella, and Heyman, in my humble opinion. Well, all those guys you mentioned, whether it's Hearn, De La Hoya, Aram DeBella, I don't consider those guys like Al Heyman, man. Al Heyman's a boss, man. Al Heyman got PBC Showtime, you know what I'm saying? Come on, Dragnokas, come on, man. Let me see. He says, you think he don't want to make money? Come on, don't want to make money for himself too? It's a business, man. Everybody wants to make money. Yeah, he makes money. His fighters make money. Everybody leaves happy. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, Drugnokas, look, who gives us in the United States all these unifications since last year, whether it was AJ Klitschko, DeGale Jack, what other unifications? All these unifications, Javed Hurd and Lara. It's nobody other than Al Heyman who's given us these unifications. Giving us even fights, good 50-50 matchups. Adrian Broner versus Mikey Garcia, Adrian Broner versus Jesse Vargas. These guys giving us good fights. So yeah, they making money. That's what they in the business too. Mr. Nati Turner says 12% or 20 is still a crap offer. Joshua is not Floyd or De La Hoya. Exactly. Yeah, man, that's not that offer right there is lowballing the man. And the man, Joseph Parker, got a 33% split. You know what I'm saying? That's where I got a problem with you. Check it. Damon Drugnokas says, yeah, I agree. It's a business. He's doing business for PBC Showtime. But let's not act like he's some clean saint. I mean, what has Al Heyman done not to be even considered a bad saint or dirty saint? Or, come on, you guys show me, man. You guys show me. Dogs. The highest pay-per-views ever in United States history, in boxing history, have come courtesy of Al Heyman, man. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. The man Gervonta Davis made $700K for his last fight, fighting and Badou Jack, fighting these guys on that Mayweather-McGregor card. That's all due to Al Heyman. You know what I'm saying? How you gonna complain about what these fighters about Al Heyman when the fighters don't complain about Al Heyman themselves? Vanes Martirosyan nut ass did. I don't know what the fuck happened to him. I ain't even seen him on TV ever since he was talking that stupid stuff. Damon Dragnosis says to Mr. Nati Turner, I don't think you can compare AJ Wilder to made Pac. AJ's a superstar. Wilder is not. Floyd and Pac were both superstars. Well, look, at this stage of boxing right now, them two, if they fight, they gonna be they superstars. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the fight the whole world wants to see. You and I know we could own. You and I don't know what the pay-per-view will do. We don't even know if that'll be a pay-per-view here in the United States. You know what I'm saying? I can't predict what the numbers will be. But at the end of the day, that fight will attract celebrities. It'll have all kind of people coming watching that fight. ESPN, Sports Center, all these casual ass channels that don't even talk boxing will be talking about the fight. You know what I'm saying? So it's not even a matter of superstar, what, this, that, which they are, truth be told. The man Deontay Wilder's popularity is growing. It just shows progression from the last fight he fought with the man Ortiz, you know what I'm saying? The viewership he got on TV, did good sales at the Barclays Center. Don't listen to none of them channels with agendas out there who be talking that Deontay Wilder and them had to give out like 6,000 tickets. People are so... And these motherfuckers don't even live in the United States talking that nut ass shit. Draymond Diagnostics says Floyd is TBE, but he still needed De La Hoya to be a superstar at the time. Well, Floyd ain't TBE, and at that time he definitely was far from TBE. He was a pound for pounder, but he needed that fight to catapult him into superstar status. You know what I mean? Mr. Nati Turner says, we have very little info on Heyman, so I don't know how you are coming to that conclusion. Exactly. And one thing, all I know is that Al Heyman and them are giving us great fights. They're not giving us Kovalev versus some sparring partner of his in the amateurs from Russia or as a main event. Man, they giving us shit like Lara Heard. They gave us Deontay Wilder Ortiz, you know what I'm saying? They giving us good fuck. They even gave us AJ and Dude and Parker. Unification, you know what I'm saying? Al Heyman and them, they doing what's right for boxing. Now, if you want to talk about them not making they fighters superstars or to that level, promoting them to be household names, that's a whole different story, you know what I'm saying? But as far as the fights we want to see, Showtime all day, every day, man. Showtime smashed the competition. It's not even close. You know what I mean? What's his name? Damon Dragnostic says it should be pay-per-view in both UK and US. I don't know. I can't say whether it should be pay-per-view in the United States because Deontay Wilder nor Anthony Joshua have never, ever fought on pay-per-view in the United States. You know what I mean? At the moment, at this time, Showtime doesn't have no pay-per-view stars. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they should get rid of that whole model. Period. Man, put that fight on PBC. Motherfucking PBC on Fox, man. You know what I'm saying? Just like Muhammad Ali when he used to fight fellas like Leon Spinks or all them fights. Them fights were on just regular ABCs and NBCs and CBS. You know what I mean? So the whole country could see that shit on some like the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? Chris Jackson says, Morning King, blessings. Wagwan Star, I see you in the chat, man. Mr. Nati Turner says, AJ is a superstar on that small island of England. He's not known in the States. Yeah, he's not known like that, but casuals coming around, you know what I'm saying? But he's definitely not a household name, definitely not. And it showed with this pay-per-view his unification numbers with Joseph Parker, you know what I mean? Damon Dragnokia says, the UK is small compared to the States, but AJ's still making crazy money. No question about it. He's making crazy money because he has a country behind him. United States has states bigger than the whole UK. United States has superstars like LeBron James, Tom Brady, and Steph Curry, you know what I mean? You know, these guys are shown all day, every day on, I don't know if you live in the States, Dragnostics, but man, the United States got too many things going on, man, that a guy like Deontay Wilder or boxers or even they just not on the radar like that, you know what I mean? But you know what will put these guys on the radar? Events. And boxing might not get back to the prominent days it had in the 80s and the 90s and the 70s, but what you know what will do? events, you know what I'm saying? Events like AJ Klitschko get the whole world buzzing and everybody gonna be talking about it. And from that point on, it just catapults in your brand, you know what I'm saying? And that's what's gonna happen. Um, um, Damon Dragnostic says Wilder, the American WBC heavyweight champion, should be making at least 20. Oh, come on, man, get the fight. You one of those guys. Hey, Damon, do you want to see the fight or not, man? Now we not gonna be talking about Deontay Wilder should be making 20 million, cause you guys show me which other American makes 20 million besides Floyd Mayweather. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he's a WBC heavyweight champion, no doubt about it. Yes, but he needs to get that Anthony Joshua fight. Then he'll make his 20 million, especially if he beats him or if these guys offer him the correct amount of money. So tell your guy Eddie Hearn and them to stop lowballing Deontay Wilder, you know what I'm saying, and give him what he's definitely due, you know what I mean? And 20%, 20 million, he'll definitely make that if Anthony Joshua and them are really about their business and want to offer the man a correct percentage, you know what I'm saying? That's just what happens, you know what I mean? If the fight gonna make 100 million, man, if it's an 80-20 split, you know what I mean? Then Deontay Wilder will get 20 million, you know what I'm saying? But he should get more than that, you know what I mean? He should get more than the 20 million if it's gonna be an 80-20 split. You check it. Damon Dragnokia says Wilder should have fought Klitschko for undisputed when he got the WBC belt. Finkel said he wasn't ready. Well, where's Klitschko now? You know what I'm saying? Where's Klitschko now? You know, it's funny how you keep mentioning that. You mentioning all these things that Wilder should have done or Wilder should have gotten 20 million by now. Well, look, now, man, he could get that 20 million right now in an undisputed fight if these guys handle their business right. And fuck Klitschko because he's he's in a position to go for undisputed right now. You know what I mean? Right now, they could make that fight happen next. Damon Dragnokis says, I don't like Hearn, but let's be real. 12.5. All right, Damon, I'm going to stop reading your comments, man, because I think you're trolling now, man. I think you're trolling. You check it. 12.5 is 6 times his highest payday. Yeah, okay. So if that's the case, then he should be getting more because what's his name? Anthony Joshua is going to be making, if he makes 80 million, what the fuck the man Deontay Wilder look like making 12.5 million? Come on now. You see how they was using his name over there in the UK when Anthony Joshua beat Joseph Parker? The whole world wants to see that fight, you know what I'm saying? And that man shouldn't take no 12.5 million. Nope. That's what he shouldn't do because them percentages don't add up, you know what I'm saying? You could talk all about what he should have made, who he should have fought, but at the end of the day, it sounds like you don't want the man to fight the man, Anthony Joshua, because these are excuses. You know what I'm saying? You talking about what he should have done with Klitschko. You check it. Them fellas had just got his world title, you know what I'm saying? If he wanted to go for undisputed with Klitschko at the time, I don't know if he was ready, to be honest. I'll be quite honest. So you could LOL all you want, you know what I'm saying? I don't think he was ready at the time. Well, he is now. You know what I'm saying? He is now. You know, Damon Dragnokia says we can agree to disagree. Sure we can, you know what I mean? Because now you're bringing up stuff from 2015. Why he ain't fight him in 2015, man? You think I'm thinking about 2015? We in 2018. I ain't even thinking about Klitschko, dogs. That man retired. What you talking about him for, matter of fact? You know what I mean? Anthony Joshua is the prime suspect, and there's clear and present danger right in front of him, and that goes by the name of Deontay Wilder. You know what I mean? And if you want to see the fight, you won't be bringing up Klitschko, man. You see, that's the thing with Anthony Joshua fans and Deontay Wilder's detractors. They always got mentioned things so the fight shouldn't happen. The reasons why this fight shouldn't happen on these terms, that terms. You know what I'm saying? That's the plain truth. And I told you, go to these comment sections of like Dante's Boxing Nation or these people who got mad subscribers. Just go look at the nut ass shit these Anthony Joshua fans be saying, you know what I mean? Why the fight shouldn't happen, what Wilder doesn't deserve, what he deserves. And, you know, it's crazy. Stevenson or Jack, who you guys got? Damon Dragnokis mentions that. I'll probably make a video about that, you know what I'm saying? If anybody else wants to chime in on that, I'm just going to keep talking about Wilder and this 12% split. But at the end of the day, the moral of this video was Yo, I see AP in the house. What's goody, man? And Fox Strikes. What's happening, fellas? Fox Strikes says, yo. Anthony Purvis says, what's up, family? I think that 12% is bullshit and that the fight will be bigger than AJ and Vlad, and Hearn and Cole knows it. Yeah, tell Damon that as well, you know what I mean? Um, Damon should know that too, you know what I'm saying? This fight will do 100 million, no question about it. Come on, hey brethren, hey dogs. If they got 80,000 seats, 90,000 seats up there in fucking Wembley Stadium, how you figure this fight ain't gonna do 100 million? You gotta show me how you came up with them figures, you know what I mean? You gotta show me how you came up with them figures. That fight's gonna do 100 million. Damon Dragnokia says about that fight. Oh, fuck, hold on. Fox Strike says Wilder should take the flat fee, otherwise he's ducking like Pac and GGG were. Nah, I don't think he should take a flat fee. Nah, no. 12.5 million. Look, I know that's the best money he'll probably ever make, or would have ever made as far in his career right now. But 12.5 ain't cutting it, man. Nah, those percentages are not are invalid. You know what I mean? 20% is not fair. That's not fair. That shows to me AJ don't want to fight. That's not ducking. You know what I'm saying? That man's taking a lot of risk for 12.5 million. Yes, the biggest payday he got, but look at that. Look at I said Tupac. Manny Pacquiao. He ain't take that 50-50 Floyd initially offered him. Nope, he ain't do that. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to get flat fee of 50 million. He ain't do that. The man took losses to Bradley, which I thought he won. He got knocked out by Marquez and still made like 180 million. You know what I'm saying? When the fight eventually happened. So yeah, man, this is business, dogs. You just don't jump at the first offer they give you, you know what I mean? You check it. I'm a businessman myself, you know what I'm saying? And you know, I know how it goes, you know what I'm saying? If you start off low, and that's what Eddie Hearn and them are doing, you know what I mean? And you know, if they really want to fight, if they thought this guy was easy work, they could knock him out in three. They would have given this man a better offer than 20%. You know what I'm saying? Got him in the ring and knocked him out, and got rid of Deontay Wilder. Finally, you know what I'm saying? Get him out of there. Get him out of their hair. You know what I'm saying? All right, I'll give you 75. 25 or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Give the man a nice percentage, you know what I'm saying? Definitely more than what the dude Parker should have got. And if you could beat him, you beat him and you get him out of there, you know what I'm saying? Okay, let me see what they saying in the chat. Fox Trace, I'm just kidding. I'm mocking the cats who said these guys were ducking for not taking a flat fee. Fox, you got me on that one. I ain't gonna lie. All right. Fox Strike says, but then again, Wilder said it ain't about the money. He did say that. And I've even heard Wilder say he'll take 90-10, you know what I'm saying? 90-10 as long as AJ and them take that 90-10 split percentages in a rematch. All right. Anthony Purvis says, Floyd offered Pac 40 million and he turned it down and got 120 million. Exactly. Pac got more than 120 million. Probably had to pay a lot of back taxes, you know what I'm saying? But he got more than that. You know what I mean? Because I think the man got like 180 million. That's what I was hearing. I keep calling him Tupac. Manny Pacquiao got. Fox Strike says, but then again, Wilder said it ain't about the money. So it is now. To me, it's not about the money. But I just think that I made this video basically to say what people are saying. Some channels out there saying that he's being offered 12%. Which is false, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, that was basically why I made this video, you know what I mean? You know, at the end of the day, really and truly, I'd rather see the fight than rather harp and talk about too much about the money, you know what I mean? But also 12.5 million, in my opinion, is not, it's, you know, if Anthony Joshua's going to make, look, if Anthony Joshua's going to make just 20 million, then sure, 12.5 million is fine with me. I ain't mad at that. But this fight, I'm sure, is going to make 100 million. You know what I'm saying? 100 million. So 12.5 and no pay-per-view or gate splits. I don't think that's fair. Fox Strike says, is this the first offer, though? Wasn't the first a 50-50 or nothing? Between who? AJ and Wilder? Damon says, Anthony Purvis, Park was a superstar, though, selling out arenas and millions of pay-per-views. Damon says Wilder needs to make up his mind. Money or legacy. Fox Strike says it's always been about the money. He started boxing for money. I doubt that's changed. It's all about the money, says Damon Dragnokius. And the Fox Strike says there's nothing wrong with that. They're prize fighters after all. Wilder at the time, when he said 50-50 or nothing before changing. Yeah, man, they prize fighters and they should get they should come to an agreement where everybody's happy. And really and truly, I don't think that 80%, I'm sorry, that the 20% he's being offered with no pay-per-view. Come on, man. No pay-per-view or revenue from the live gate. They should break that man off a little something, you know what I mean? So, just had to put it out there, man. Hey, channels are agenda driven, which I'm not. Like even Jarrett Hurd shit, you know what I'm saying? Jarrett Hurd, really and truly, there's a certain faction over here on YouTube who are against Jarrett Hurd. Like he does something to him, man. Like the man Jarrett Hurd stole a bitch or something, you know what I mean? I think it's the nervousness that this big motherfucker's gonna body that dude named Jermell Charlo. And I'm telling you right now, and I've been said that, Jarrett Hurd is gonna beat that man, Jermell Charlo. That's a given, man. You gonna tell me a man like Jermell Charlo struggled with Gabe Rosado, and I was live at that fight at the DC Armory. Man, like, who else he struggled with? Who else? Vandes Rosen. You know what I'm saying? You think these guys could hold a torch or a candle next to Jarrett Hurd? I know this ain't about him. I'm just saying, basically showing you how people are agenda driven. It's crazy, man. You see me as a man, let me show you what. It's people just mad. 4 fights in a row, they gonna be eating crow, picking the man Jarrett Hurd to lose, right? And they keep looking like some noodles, like they don't know shit about boxing. Their predictions going dead wrong. Where some fights are just, it's plain to see. Jarrett Hurd gonna dig in these people and he gonna give them that work. But they just keep sounding stupid every fucking video talking about Hurd and say he gonna lose. And then he ends up winning. He's unified, but still he ain't got no skills. I don't like how he fights. Man, get the fuck out of here, man. Fellas, man. That's why, on YouTube, I'm trying to tell you, man. I subscribe to a lot of people, dogs. You know what I'm saying? I even don't listen to as much boxing videos as I used to. I just listen to the fellas who I talk to, you know what I mean? Fellas we be on the hangouts with, you know what I'm saying? Because, fellas ain't really agenda driven on when it comes to that shit, you know what I'm saying? I don't take this YouTube shit serious. I don't need the revenue like that, you know what I'm saying? I do other things, you know what I mean? Some people, they need that fucking YouTube go up, so they'll say anything. And like I said, they got sheep who follow them, and they just regurgitate everything that they heard these channels say without doing their own homework, you know what I'm saying? Let me read these chats one more time before I step up out of here, man. Gotta get ready. Go to the post office. Got some shit to ship out. All right. Okay, the Fox, Nati Turner says, to Fox Strikes, it's not all about the money, but you can't be a dumb businessman. Exactly, man. And, it's business, man. Eddie Hearn and them, they not going to give that man, okay, here you go, 50-50. You get 50 million, AJ. They're going to start off low. It's up to Wilder and them to, throw counter offers back and just get in the boardroom and try to come to a decision and an agreement, just like Danny Jacobs and Triple G did. Truth be told, I ain't think. But Nati Turner, man, big ups to Nati, man. He was the one telling everybody, man, this guy, that Danny Jacobs not ducking Triple G. I was under that thought, man. He don't want that fight, you know what I'm saying? But really and truly, Nati Turner broke it down, man. He just wants what's right, you know what I'm saying? If Triple G's gonna be making this amount of money, the man is a mandatory, you know what I'm saying? He got to get his papers straight, you know what I mean? Risk versus reward, And sure enough, man, Danny Jacobs may be a believer, especially after that fight, because I had Triple G on my prediction knocking him out, you know what I mean? But in my opinion, Danny Jacobs won that fight. So you got to get your business right, All right. Damon Dragnokius says, they kept doubting Hurd. At first, it was Trout that was going to outbox Hurd, and Hurd became the first person to stop him. Exactly. And I predicted the first man who's going to get stopped, Austin Trout's going to get stopped by the first time in his career, and it's going to be by Jarrett Hurd. And sure enough, that came to fruition. Anthony Purvis says, Damon, Floyd, he's telling Damon in the chat, Floyd was generating more than Pacquiao, remember?
And we all agree AJ gets the lion's share. But lowballing Wilder and giving Parker 30% is disrespectful in my opinion. It was 33% too. It's not just 30. 33%. Damon says, then they said Lara was going to beat him. LOL. Yeah, and I love Lara. I'm a big Lara fan, but I just didn't see it. I just couldn't see it, man. I just couldn't see it, you know. Because Lara, my guy, hadn't proved nothing to me since 2014. We're in 2018 now, you know what I'm saying? The legs weren't working the same. Jarrett Hurd, I mean, he's just giving you the blueprint of how he wins fights. From his last fight, Tony Harrison fight, Frank Galarza fight, Austin Trout, he been losing on the rounds, but he gets stronger as the rounds go on. So that should just tell you that he's going to keep doing that, especially with guys who are older than him. Hey, man, but people don't got to give nobody credit. Because like I've been saying on videos, man, my credit, your credit, don't pay these fighters bills. Don't make them a damn dollar, you know what I'm saying? You don't got to give Deontay Wilder credit for beating Ortiz, even though people wanted him to fight Ortiz. They said, oh, why the fuck you don't fight Ortiz? When he beats him, they ain't giving him Wilder credit. So what? Who cares, man? I'm not even mad at you if you don't give him credit, because at the end of the day, that's what you wanted him to do, fight the dude. But when he made it easy work, especially with the KO, then, hey, now he gets no credit. Anyways, Fox Strike says, that's why I wish Wilder would be honest about it being about the money. Notice he hasn't run down Parker as much as AJ because the difference is the payday. Damon Dragnokia says jealousy. I don't know who he's referring to jealousy. Maybe he's referring to Deontay Wilder being jealous of AJ. I don't know how you get that conclusion. It's business, man. The man just wants his fair share. I don't know if that's who you think is jealous, but I don't think Deontay Wilder is jealous of Anthony Joshua, you know what I mean? The man is making big paydays. I don't think Deontay Wilder is mad that the guy's making big paydays. He just wants a piece of the action because Deontay Wilder is by no means broke, you know what I'm saying? He's definitely not paid like Anthony Joshua, but all that could change if Deontay Wilder beats him. And Anthony Joshua and them know that. All right. Fox Strike says, doesn't sound like a guy who doesn't care about the money. Anthony Purvis says, I'm with you, fam. Hurd is going to beat Charlo, and people are going to see that Hurd ain't going nowhere like Hatley or Lubin, and Charlo has that air of arrogance now that he got a few KOs. Yeah, man. I've been following the Charlos for a while, but like I said it on a hangout yesterday, I'm tired of them fellas now. Not because they're not doing what they're supposed to. It's because these guys are not, they acting, they turning me off, man. They not the kind of guys who I want to root for right now. They just be talking reckless. Them fellas scared of Danny Jacobs, was talking mad shit about Danny Jacobs. Danny Jacobs pops up on him like Casper the Friendly Ghost. This man starts shivering and shit, all scared and shit. Talking about Brooklyn, his mind get robbed by some big white bras up in the 40-40 club. Man walking around with a Louis Vuitton purse with 40 grand and 120 grand of shines in his. Who the fuck does that? Who comes to the club? Look, 40 grand, man. I put 40 grand in my pocket, man. You know what I'm saying? I'll put that in my pocket before I walk around with a Louis Vuitton man purse and 40 grand or 120 grand worth of shines. What the fuck? Who does that? You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe he was scared. He in New York. I don't want to wear my shines on my neck. So I'm going to put them in my man purse so niggas don't snatch my chain and run my jewels. That's probably what happened. Who the fuck puts their shines in their purse? Who does that? Anyways, Damon Dragnokis says Hurd and Charlo is 50-50. Could be 50-50, but I know who's going to win that fight. Fox Strike says, I know how Hurd would do if, just like Wilder and AJ could be 50-50 too. You know what I'm saying? But I know who I'm favoring to win that fight. Fox Strike says, I wonder how Hurd would do if he moved up. Yeah, we'll see. Time shall tell, you know what I'm saying? Truth be told, that's what also the detractors have been saying. Oh, when he moves up, he ain't going to be, truth be told, I haven't even thought that far yet. The man is still at 154 and he wants to unify with Charlo. But let them Charlo fans or them Charlo channels from down south tell you, they'll say that man's ducking. That man's ducking Charlo because he said, I'm the number one man in the division. Yeah, because he told the truth, right? I'm the number one man in the division. I hold 2 belts. He's ducking Charlo. Fellas will say anything, man. All right, let me read these joints one more again before I step up out of here. All right. Anthony Purvis says the Fox strikes. Wilder was trying to get Parker for unification first. Yes, indeed. They was even in negotiations. And according to Deontay Wilder, they were in negotiations. And all of a sudden, these people from New Zealand stopped picking up the phone. And you remember, Joseph Parker was at that fight with George Washington. Or what the fuck is his name? General Washington versus Wilder in Alabama. He was ringside. The Fox Strike says Anthony Purvis. I know, but did he campaign as hard as it for AJ? It's because he wants that moolah. Yeah, he wanted the money. I mean, that's why I wasn't even too mad at him. Yeah, he did some fraudulent shit, coming out here. But at the end of the day, man, who would he rather fight? Anthony Joshua or Wilder? Wilder would probably sleep him. I had that fight going the distance with AJ. Sure enough, it did. I didn't think AJ was going to knock that New Zealand dude out. Fox Strike says, between AJ and Parker, we know who brings more. Sure. Damon Dragnokia says Saddam Ali will get slaughtered. By who? By Hurd? Yeah, I agree. I thought you was going to say by Liam Smith. It's a tough fight for dude, yeah, but I think Ali should be able to get through that fight. Okay, Fox Strike says Hurd versus Charlo Foligno. Yes, indeed. Foligno. Yes, indeed. Anthony Purvis says good one, B. Marshall. Charlo thought it was the late 80s. LOL. Yeah, man. That fella's Charlo. That's what you get for walking around with your man purse, your Louis Vuitton man purse, with all that kind of money and jewelry in that joint. That's just bad right there. All it takes is for somebody to stick you up. Boom. Sometimes I get nervous walking around, I don't know. Let's say you just made a nice amount of dough for the day or something, and maybe you're on the way to the bank. You can't be going different places. Before I go to the bank, let me hit the weed spot. Before I go to the bank, let me go check. Oh my God, did y'all see that one story about this dude? This dude who won like... This dude won like $100,000 from the Bronx. This dude won $100,000 in a settlement, right? I think for a vehicle. He was in a motor vehicle accident, and I forgot who hit him. Maybe the the bus or something. I don't know. But the man settled in court, and he got $100,000, right? As a man, if I got $100,000, dogs, I'm going straight to my bank. You know what I mean? I'm going straight to my bank. You check it. This guy from the Bronx, this dude went to the Bronx to a cheap hotel and was in that joint with 3 hookers. With the guap, he had the dough there too, $100,000. You know what I'm saying? He had the $100,000 right there in the hotel, and he had 3 hookers with him. You know what I mean? 3 prostitutes. Yeah, the man living it up. He's stabbing 3 broads in one night. You know what I'm saying? This man's doing it. Then these broads say, hey, let me call my mans to bring up some beer and cigarettes or something. Or let me call my friend. Maybe they didn't say my mans. Let me call my friend. She gonna bring beer and cigarettes. This nut-ass dude in the telly with 3 hookers and $100,000 in that joint that he had just won that day in a settlement. He in the hotel with these hookers. Don't you know, man? These hookers caused some dudes to come with ski masks on, and they robbed that motherfucker blind. Boom, took that man $100,000. Just like that, it's gone. Just like that, it's gone. So, excuse me. So, the moral of the story is, yeah, man, Jamal Charlo, what you doing with all them kind of shines and money in the club, man? You know what I'm saying? Like I said, if I get that kind of money at any given time, I'm going to the bank, man. I'm not having that type of shit even in my house. You know what I mean? Fellas could know, oh shit, dude just won a settlement. Let's run up in this. No, that's going to the bank, man. So them fellas fucked up there, man. All right, the Fox Strike says Duck and Charlo. Um, Fox Strike says he's the number one guy since he just beat the number one guy in Lara. Yeah, man. He's like people forget that, and some of these herd detractors, they fucks with Lara. They love Lara. You know what I'm saying? Which is good. I like Lara too. He's one of my favorite fighters. But now that he beats the number one guy in the division, they still not giving him credit. Oh, I don't like how he fights. You see, as a man, I ain't never come here on YouTube and say I don't like how a particular fighter fights, man. Styles make fights. You know what I mean? Different fighters. Not everybody fights the same. You check it. Some people are imitations of other guys, and sooner than later, your imitation will get found out. Like Adrian Broner with his fake ass shoulder roll back in the G, which he don't do now. He was found out. Marcus Maidana put him through the ropes in the second round. You check it. So let me keep reading these chats one more before I step out. Damon says even Brook will beat Ali. Possibly, yeah. To be honest, I'd probably favor Kell Brook to win that fight, because we're not too sure about the man Saddam Ali. I mean, we're not. At least I'm not. You know what I'm saying? But B Marsh Boxing, man, I've been on this piece for almost an hour. The moral of the story is, all y'all channels out there, stop giving us fake news out there, you know what I mean? Because some people actually believe y'all. Some people actually think y'all fellas know what the fuck y'all talking about, Some of these people, like I said, I think on my channel, people who are subscribed, they definitely ain't no casuals, you know what I mean? They definitely ain't no casuals. It's more hardcore because, truth be told, I rarely, if ever, disagree with people in the comment section. People don't come in my comment sections talking some nut-ass shit, you know what I'm saying? Or just trying to give excuses on why the AJ Wilder fight shouldn't happen, you know what I mean? Those type of things don't happen on this channel, But, I'm not, but, these other channels, they have a big following and they mislead people. Just look in their chats or they live streams. Some people are just, they believe everything these what people say is the gospel truth. But 12.5% is not. Yeah, Damon Dragnokius. Many channels have an agenda. They definitely do. They have an agenda. I don't know. Nah, I do know. It's not even an agenda because it's so much that, yeah, of course they like certain fighters and they'll say anything to protect them, right? But the motive also is to, like, let's say for instance, I've been bigging up Hurd. Not now. I've been talking about with AP Anthony Purvis. We've been talking about fighters who weren't even on the radar, fellas like Pro Grease, before people were talking about him. Or Jared Hurd, me and even Low Place. We've been talking about this guy since like 2014, 2015 them times, you know what I mean? Some people know maybe they don't want to see the fighter you like doing well. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's say if I like Deontay Wilder, for instance, people who like Anthony Joshua, they'll keep saying stuff maybe because they trying to spite you and your channel or whatever you say. You know what I mean? That happened, and I made videos like that before about, just make your own videos with the truth, man. Stop trying to listen to what the people you don't like say, then you trying to come back at it. Nah, man, just keep it real, man. Keep it real. I'm not saying speak your truth. Nah, speak the truth about the situations. You know what I mean? And 12.5% has never been the case. You know what I mean? That's not what's going down. It's 20%. Get it right. You know what I'm saying? Fellas need to delete all them nut ass videos talking about 12%. That's what he's being offered, and say, okay, I had to erase or disclaimer that last video. I had incorrect information, and now I'm just gonna give you what really happened. All right? Okay. Anthony Purvis says, facts, fam. We've been talking about guys on the rise. No doubt about it, man. And Anthony AP got a good eye for these young guys on the come up. You know what I mean? We watch these guys and, Heard, I knew, hey, when he beat Frank Galarza, and Frank Galarza, the kid from Brooklyn, was the favorite to win that fight. I see this guy Heard. Heard is gonna be a guy who's he's gonna be a problem sooner than later. You know what I mean? And sure enough, he is where he's at. All right. So yo, B Marsh Boxing about to seal the deal on this live stream, and I'm gonna catch y'all on the next chat. You know what I mean? Big ups to AP, Damon Dragnokius, Fox Strikes. Big ups to Nati Turner. Big ups to everybody who came through the chat. You know what I mean? Big ups to Boxing Legend. Big ups to everybody. Chris Jackson. What going, brethren? Big ups to you too, man. Thanks for everybody participating. Benuma the boxing terrorist. What's goody, son? Alright, B Marsh Boxing. I'm gone. Peace.